Hello everyone, this video is going to be a little bit different because we're not going to directly focus on the GRE or tests or college admission stuff as we usually do. This video we're going to focus on LinkedIn, okay? So there are quite a few reasons that you need to work on your LinkedIn profile, and that's why in this video I'm basically going to show you my LinkedIn profile, how I've structured it, and how you guys can sort of follow the same thing and sort of, make your profile as awesome so you can get like good connections and so on, okay? Not that I'm saying my LinkedIn profile is the best or anything, but I've worked hard at maintaining it and I would say it's a pretty decent profile. So if you guys can sort of try to emulate what I did, you should be able to receive, good responses from your connection requests and be able to, network efficiently. All right, so let's get to the video. So here is my LinkedIn profile. There's essentially 6 things that I want to talk to you guys about that makes, like a strong profile, like a good profile. Right now, I've tried my best to try to polish it and try to talk about everything that I've done, my achievements and projects and so on. It's not the best, of course. I'm not claiming I have the best profile, but still I'm going to give you guys some pointers on how you can maximize your profile as well. Okay, so first thing that you guys need to know is about the profile picture, right? That's the most obvious thing. This is the first thing that people look at. It's appearance, right? So you need to make sure that your appearance in the profile picture is pretty good. So some pointers for that is obviously you want to be looking at the camera. You want to make sure that it's a well-lit photograph. You want to make sure that you're in some kind of formal clothing, you're not wearing some kind of t-shirt or something like that. And third, you want to make sure that it's in a professional setting. Don't just upload your passport size photo. That's ridiculous. Okay, don't do that. Okay, so that's the first thing. Second thing is something that people miss out a lot, which is the cover photo, right? So you guys can see that for my cover photo, I have this cute little photo of men working with gears, right? So small figurines of men working with gears. This is just something that I got off, I think one of those free picture sites, right? So like free pictures, if you just Google free pictures and you'll be able to find like a bunch of free pictures that you can use anywhere. Okay, so this is just, it's related to my field of mechanical engineering because, it has gears and it shows, men working on those gears. So as a mechanical engineer, it sort of fits the theme of my, career path and all that. Okay, so you guys want to make sure that whatever cover pic that you use, it also fits your theme. Don't just put like a panoramic image of like Paris or whatever. Try to make it relevant to your career path. So if you are like an electronics engineer, you have a photo of you, maybe doing some kind of, working on like a microchip or something, then of course you can upload that in like a cover, like a wide format, sorry. So that's the second thing. All right, third thing is the title, right? So the title is again something else that that's like the first thing that, it's not the first thing, of course, it's probably like the second thing that people look at, which is what title, like what are you currently doing? And it should just be a quick summary of who you are and what you're working on, right? So for me, these are my 2 current roles right now. I am leaving my first role soon. So you guys, by the time you see this video, maybe I won't have this on anymore. But essentially it should be your current roles and it should show like, the person who's visiting your profile, who you are at a glance. Okay, so that's the first thing. Again, you want to try to use this dot thing. You can copy it from my profile if you want, if you have, more than one thing that you want to discuss. Okay. The next thing that I want to focus on is the about section, right? So the about section is, again, like you guys know, an important section where it shouldn't be too long. It should just be like maybe a paragraph or 2. That's it. So it's a quick read about who you are and basically your career goals and all that. Okay. So there's 3 things that you need to put into your about page, which is first your career goals, second your skills, and then third your values. Okay, so this is the third one, is something that people tend to forget a lot, especially now that companies are becoming, say, more woke and stuff. So they're going to be pointing towards the kind of values that they embody, and they want to make sure that the people that they get into their company embody the same values. Okay, so the first thing, of course, your career goals, which is what kind of role do you want to work at, what kind of company do you want to work at, what kind of impact do you want to have in your career. Second thing is, of course, your skills, both your hard and soft skills. And third thing is your values. Okay, so what kind of values do you have? For example, if you really believe in creating like an inclusive environment, then of course being inclusive would be one of your values. Right, so you want to make sure that you have your values on there as well. Don't make it too long. I've read like some huge ones. It should be just short and crisp, just 1 paragraph or maybe 2 max. That should be enough. Okay, so I haven't done mine too perfectly because I haven't done, again, the whole 3-point system. I will be doing that in the future, so don't use my about section as a sort of reference for yours. You should probably try to create your own, but I will be updating this later. Okay, next we have the experience, right? So in the experience part, what you want to do is, of course, you guys know that you have your company, you have how long you worked there, you have all the roles you worked at, and whatever you've done as a part of that role. Okay, now something that's really important here and something that people tend to miss out on is the growth. Okay, so you can see that I've been working at Dassault Systems for so much time, and first I joined as this, and then now I've become this. Okay, so you can see that there's a growth. I've been promoted and stuff. So if you guys have been promoted, what you want to focus on is the difference in your responsibilities and skills and all that. Okay, so here you can see that, as I was earlier, as an associate engineer, I execute individual and team projects. I utilize C++ and all that kind of stuff. And then after I've been promoted, I earned ownership over the code modules, and then independently managed all the stuff and so on. Okay, so what does this show? This shows growth over time in your role, right? So then after you've been promoted, your responsibilities increased, and you're basically showing professional growth in your profile. Okay, then of course we have education. That's very basic. You write your college. Make sure that you get like the proper college symbol. Make sure you get the symbol of all of them, guys. So the symbol of the company, symbol of the course, symbol of the college. You want to make sure that you have the symbols everywhere, because otherwise it looks kind of awkward. So yeah, it's some basic stuff, not a big deal. And another thing that I want to focus on is projects, right? So when you guys are applying for internships mainly, you may not have a lot of work experience, so maybe they can't judge your internship profile candidacy based on your work experience. What they can do is they can judge you based on your project. So you want to make sure that you're updating this as you go along. You can see that I have my bachelor's degree project here. You can see that I have my research project here. You can see that I have like a side project here. So these things I wrote not now, but I wrote them right after I did them. So I remembered exactly what I wrote and exactly what I did, and I was able to create like a strong description for what exactly I did. Okay, so you want to make sure that whenever you complete a project, you add it on to the projects list, so that again you remember exactly what you did, and it's like like an up-to-date recount. Okay, so those are basically all the things that you need to take care of. Of course, honors and awards, again, this is something that you can do if you want. Not a big deal, of course. If you have it, that's an awesome. Test scores, not a big deal at all. Groups, and that's it. Okay, so this is how you create a strong LinkedIn profile. And that's it. Make sure you guys do this before you apply to college, and definitely before you attend any networking event and stuff, because if you share your name or your LinkedIn ID, they're gonna go check out your LinkedIn profile, and they need to know whether you're someone that that's good for hiring, right? They need to know if you have the kind of skills they're looking for, the kind of personality you're looking for, the kind of goals in an individual they're looking for, and so on. All right, so that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Make sure you're subscribed for more college admissions and GRE related content. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.